Free Japan Channel, number 41. Today, June 30th, 2024. Here in Okayama, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Usually I broadcast FJC from Yokohama, but today I'm in Okayama and Mimasaka City. Mimasaka City is in the mountainous area of western Japan, and of course population is small, and around the cottage there are so many rice puddles. Frogs are now voicing. In summer, this is a usual scenery of Mimasaka, mountainous area of western Japan. Anyway, tonight's topic is philosophy. What is phenomenology? Have you ever heard of the word phenomenology? Some have, but most of you don't or haven't. Phenomenology consists of two parts, phenomenon and logy. Phenomenon is what is happening in this world, what is really happening, and logy is the system of study. Therefore, phenomenology literally means the study of phenomenon. This philosophical school was founded by Edmund Husserl in 19th century. Husserl lived in 20th centuries too. Therefore, phenomenology continues to affect the philosophical course of Western society from 19th century to 20th century, and maybe now 2024. Even now, the influence of phenomenology can be seen here and there. Edmund Husserl was originally mathematician when he was a university student at Göttingen, Germany. However, he noticed that in order to pursue mathematics, the philosophical basis is absolutely necessary. Husserl arrived at this conclusion. Then he converted from mathematician to philosopher. And Husserl tried to elucidate the basis of philosophy as phenomenology. Phenomenon is what is happening in this world, and what we see and hear and touch. This is phenomenon. However, Husserl asked the question whether we could really appreciate and recognize the world as it was. This question of Husserl in 19th century was shared by his contemporary philosophers, and they all doubted the validity of our recognition. For example, when I see an apple on the table, naturally I think that it is an apple. But someone sees the same object and think that he saw something else, other fruit, for example. or other toy, or red ball, or something, not an apple. When it is apple, we can approach it and touch it and see it, and we can confirm that it is an apple, not other fruits or not other red object. If it is apple, it's not so difficult, but this phenomenon around us is so complicated that we cannot see and hear and touch the phenomenon all the time. Especially the concept cannot be seen, heard, and touched because it is concept. It is not a concrete thing. Then we should define the phenomenon or phenomena as accurately as possible. But how we can define phenomenon or thing precisely? This is a question which Husserl posed in the 19th century and 20th century. And Husserl then began to think that the intentionality of humans was important in recognition. Intentionality here means the direction of our consciousness to the world. If we see something, if we hear something, if we touch something, our consciousness directs to the thing or to the person, to something or somebody. Then the intentionality goes from the subject to object in one word. And this intentionality is much more important than the object itself, because object itself cannot be confirmed, because when it is invisible or when it is intangible, then we cannot confirm the existence of the object as it is, like an apple. If everything in this world is like an apple, then it would be easy for us to grasp this word. But there are so many concepts, or there are so many undefinable things in this world. Then we should suspend the perception of the thing itself. We should suspend it. We should stop recognizing an object or a person or a phenomenon. We should stop it for the time being. And we should concentrate on the intentionality. Intentionality is the direction of our consciousness to a person or to an object, so to a phenomenon. This intentionality can be purified, because it is not object itself, but it is consciousness. And this consciousness can be confirmed by ourselves if we look at, or if we think about the consciousness of ours as calmly as possible, as precisely as possible. An object is far away from subject, from us. We cannot see, we cannot hear, we cannot touch the object or a person. They are so far away from us. We cannot grasp them in 100% way. However, the consciousness, our consciousness is ours. Therefore, we can elucidate this consciousness of ours as accurately as possible, as objectively as possible, as purely as possible. Then, paradoxically, Husserl said, paradoxically, if we concentrate on our consciousness or intentionality instead of the object itself, then we can approach the object paradoxically. Husserl's famous word, zur Sache selbst. This means in English, to things themselves. So Husserl wanted to grasp the world as objectively and as accurately as possible. If we try to do so, we should first renounce, we should first give up the object itself, and we should focus on our intentionality, our consciousness. The method of phenomenology is not phenomenon, but our intentionality. This is the basis of phenomenology. And here in this channel, FGC, I will explain the various philosophical schools, not only in the West, but also here in Japan. Of course, Buddhism and Christianity should be included in this philosophical argument. I will come back to phenomenology again and again, and of course I will introduce to you various other phenomenological scholars. So, please wait for the next lesson from me. Let's call it for today. Bye bye.